to say it was in 2016. I had been working for this firm for 2 years and some change. And in comes Kevin Dunn, Chris Duncan and Richard Mann as, these new founders of this company, Decisely. And we took, the infrastructure that had already, been in place, some technology, some clients, some employees. And that was day one. That was when Decisely started. So, you could look at a certain world where I was, the first employee that Decisely brought on board, and been here ever since. I think very quickly, we learned, especially by watching a lot of these firms that had, this high flying success, we saw haven't made it very far. They were a flash in the pan. So one of the things that's my favorite part about Decisely is we're extremely resilient and innovative, and we're always constantly looking at ourselves and saying, hey, how can we be better? How can we be better? How can we improve? How can we bring more value to our clients? And how can we, be a better company and organization? I think Decisely 2.0 came along with Napa. Napa Auto Parts came across our radar, and this idea was, hey, here's, 22,000 stores or however, Napa has all over the country. And, we're going to group them all together, and we're going to build this thing called a MIWA, Multiple Employer Welfare Arrangement. And, it made sense. I think it was the first time I had ever heard that acronym before. And, it was really Napa. We were still working with brokers, and we were still really finding our footing. We were still trying to figure out how are we going to get out there. One of the things that I'll say, though, that I'll appreciate is there was always a whole host of folks that were coming in and working with us who, brought a lot of value and, leadership specifically for me to the tables. I, ever since I graduated college, I've been working pretty much for Decisely in one capacity or another. I had a really brief stint for about 6 months, but beyond that, I've been on this tax ID for close to 9 years, so it's kind of all I know. I, started working for this company. I had a girlfriend who's now my wife, and, mother to 3 children. I lived in San Francisco with a buddy of mine, and, I live now in Southern California, and I have a whole family, and I got a 5-year-old. Back when I first started, I didn't even know if if kids were even in my future. I didn't think about it. So yeah, it's been a huge part of my life, and it's, very special. And, I think, I don't really even know how to say it much more clear than it's been a huge component of my life for as long as I can really, for as long as I've really been an adult, I would say.